Well, hello, hello, hello. Okay, looks like do I have no. Welcome to Simple Motivation and Conversation. Looks like I'm going to go live with on Fanbase as well. So for those of you that are on the Fanbase app, you can actually see me live on the app. I'm setting it up now. I'm setting up the live now. So we're going to go live in just a few seconds. Looking forward to planning with you all. Let me go over to my channel, grab the link. Now this will be a first for me over here on Fanbase doing this, and so I'm hoping that this works out how I'm hoping that I'm planning. Okay, create a watch party. Let's see if this works. If this works, this will be amazing. All right. So I'm gonna have to take the earbud out because the earbud gives me feedback. Um, so I'm hoping that this works out the way that I'm planning. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Listen, this right here is definitely about to be a game changer. Um, as you all know, I'm usually live. I would go live on Fanbase, but a lot of people are not on Fanbase. So I was trying to figure out which way I could do this. So here we are, okay? Make sure that you grab your pen and your pad. We're going to have a simple motivation and conversation for about an hour, and we're going to just plan some things out. We're going to plan them out together because I need to plan as well. And so this works that we kind of plan together. Let me tag a few people and then we can get going, okay? You know what? No, I don't want to tag people. I don't like to tag people on Fanbase because then they'll automatically be on stage when they come in, and we don't want that. All right, so welcome. Welcome to Keon Works channel, okay? Where we talk about motivation, building the community, being intentional, and bridging gaps. As many of you all know, I was one of the co-hosts for B to the Third Power, where we're being intentional, bridging gaps, and building communities. And so I've continued to do exactly what our old logo said. Continue to build, be intentional, and bridge those gaps. You can always find Keon Works out there in the community doing something. And as a matter of fact, as soon as I log off of here, I've got to go do some speaking and facilitating for a conversation around healing and hope, not losing healing and hope. But before I do that, I wanted to really look at my next 2 weeks. I wanted to really take some time to focus on what needs to be done and or not budget. I won't do budget with y'all. I'll just do um, the planning, right? So let's go. So For those of you that know, and anyone on Fanbase, if you're not hearing me, if you're having some issues, please leave a comment and let me know. But for the most part, I'm hoping that this is actually going live on Fanbase. If it's not, just let me know, because I do have the chat pulled up and I'm not looking at the audience. Okay. All right. So don't forget to grab your pen and pad. You all know that I'm all about writing your things down. I do mine 2 weeks at a time, so I want you to write your things down. I know a lot of people use their device. I will transfer it sometimes and put it into my electronic device, depending on what it is, like appointments, anything that I need to keep on time about, because I'm always doing so much that I have to literally put it in there for my reminder. But I'm still really old school that I love to write stuff down. So one, you grab your planner, you grab your journal, whatever you have. And here's another part of the brain dumping that I love, is that I'm a creative at heart. So those of you that are really creatives and you have tapped into that creative side of you, I also love, yay, pens, okay? It's the little things in life that totally just make you happy, and make sure that you don't forget that, okay? So yes, I have all of my different colored pens. I love to write in different colors. This was well before they started making journals with stickers and all of those crazy colors. I've been doing this since like middle school, okay? So real quick, let's go over briefly just some of the national calendar days that are coming up before you start your brain dump. Your brain dump is really going to be around business and or personal life. And I tell you that I really need to get my whole business and my whole personal life together, right? Everything needs to sync much better than it is. So this is hopefully a tool that will keep you on track as it keeps me on track as well. But let's go over those national calendar days real quick, because you all know that I love the national calendar days. And so for the next 2 weeks, I'll actually start it in October. I did not finish out with September, but I did start with October the 1st, okay? So October the 1st is National Hair Day. Who knew? We should be taking care of our hair every day, but since there's a day, National Hair Day, what are you gonna do, right? I think I'll do something. I need to do something maybe. I really need to maybe look into a dye, because listen, the gray is showing, okay? But National Hair Day is on October the 1st. October the 1st also has Homemade Cookies Day. That's a really good day for you all to have some chill time. It's a Wednesday, some downtime with the children, and really have some downtime to make some cookies. October the 1st, remember, is Homemade Cookies Day. Okay, I didn't say go to the store and purchase cookies. I literally said go to the store and make sure that you buy the ingredients to make your cookies, okay? All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna have to take the earbud out because the earbud gives me feedback. So I'm okay, so I'm noticing on Fanbase that not only is there a huge delay, but I'm getting a little bit of feedback. So let's just keep pressing forward. Let me see how this works out. Okay, let's see how this works out. It's a huge delay over on Fanbase than it is here on YouTube. So if you prefer to come to YouTube, you can just come to my YouTube channel and watch. Of course, that's Keon Works TV. Okay, simple motivation and conversations. We're not gonna make this difficult. Okay, all right. So Homemade Cookies Day. It's also Walk to School Day. Oh my goodness, now the kids may not like this. Okay, especially today's children. They might not be too cool with Walk to School Day, but I think that'll be a really fun day if you make it fun, you make it intentional. National Walk to School Day is on the 1st, and Coffee with a Cop. I'm not sure how many people are up for that. Yes, but National Cop Coffee with a Cop Day. Thursday, I don't have anything written down for the second and the third. Quite sure there are probably some things out there, just nothing that really caught my eye. Okay, so on the fourth, I think a lot of people are gonna like this. I'm not a drinker, but it is National Vodka Day. Okay, don't overdo it. It is a Saturday, so I understand, but it is National Vodka Day. And while you're out celebrating, maybe you can take advantage of Golf Lovers Day. The fourth is also Golf Lovers Day. So for all of you that need to get out of the house, right? And put down your honey-do list. And all of the ladies who are interested in learning a new sport, I know Miss Belinda would love this over on Fanbase. You can have your vodka and go play a little golf, okay, on the 4th. On the 5th, we have National Do Something Nice Day. Now, we should already be doing some nice things, okay? Let's just be honest. We should already kind of be doing some nice things, all right? So yes, no, October the 5th is National Do Something Nice Day. I would love for people to really acknowledge this day and do the hashtag. I'm not sure what the hashtag is for National Do Something Nice Day, but if I find it, maybe I'll put it in a post so that you'll know what the hashtag is for that. Because listen, we can definitely do National Do Something Nice Day. Okay, on October the 6th, it is National Coaches Day. National Coaches Day can be for whatever coach you want to recognize. Life coaches. Thank you. You can buy me some coffee on the 6th of October. But it's National Coaches Day. So we want to acknowledge our coaches, your little league coaches. That is the day that you can do that. And it's also, hello to my sisters, it is also Plus Size Appreciation Day. Who knew? I didn't know that we had to have a day, but make sure you appreciate your plus size sisters every day, okay? Not just on October the 6th, but we'll go ahead and take that, okay? We'll go ahead and take the 6th. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll put my buy me a coffee for that day as well, all right? So October the 7th is National Taco Day. I think many people already do like Taco Tuesday, so go for it. Do whatever you need to do. It's also Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day. For those of you that are just tuning in, we're going over the first 2 weeks of some of the national calendar days as you're starting to do your brain dump. Before you do your brain dump, I want you to think about some of the things that are happening over the next 2 weeks that your business and or in your personal life you can begin to apply. And I love the national calendar days, so this really works for me, okay? October the 8th is Stop Bullying Day. Y'all shouldn't be bullying, no way. Hello? But we're going to really recognize and acknowledge Stop Bullying Day. This is a day that maybe you can put on your calendar to go to some of the schools, reach out to some of the principals and ask if you can come in to speak with the children and or find out what's happening in your area with some of the organizations that deal with bullying. Y'all might see me lean to the side because my puppy is acting really, really needy right now. But we're going to keep pushing through. The October the 8th is also Take Your Parents to Lunch Day. Okay? Take Your Parents to Lunch Day. Did she hear me? No, honestly. Take Your Parents to Lunch Day on the 8th of October, okay? I don't have anything down for the 9th. And on the 10th, it is Cake Decorating Day, all right? Cake Decorating Day. It looks like both weeks has something that you can really do with your family to really bring some bonding time, get inside the kitchen and really do something, you know what I mean? This is really good for your planning so that you're able to say, I need to go to the grocery store, I know what I need to pick up, I know what, needs to happen for us to be able to really have a good day on that day. Cake Decorating Day also falls on World Mental Health Day. As you all know, that mental health is definitely a conversation that we've been having, okay? As we've been having it for years, but now, right about now, we need it more than ever. And it's not necessarily to diagnose you. It's not to have something to hold over an individual. It is definitely for us to recognize when we need to talk, When we need to get some things off of our chest, out of our system, let it out, let it go, okay? And process and deal with. So there'll be some things on National Mental Health Day that you, oh, okay, he's over there laying down. That you'll want to definitely acknowledge. I know that we should be doing this every day, as most of these things, but this is just a day that really will focus on World Mental Health Day. Challenge yourself to maybe go through Eventbrite, find some sessions that you can go to in your area around World Mental Health Day to see how you can also go and get involved with those conversations, okay? October the 11th, now here is Fun Day, Motorcycle Road Day, I Love Yarn Day, and Sausage Pizza Day, okay? So then I get to buy my mom a slice of sausage pizza because she does have yarn and she loves to make stuff. And so yeah, she can have a piece of sausage pizza on the 11th, right? While she plays with her yarn because it's I Love Yarn Day and Motorcycle Day. So now that we've gone through the first 2 weeks of October with a planning, how can you plan now some of your business fun days, acknowledgement, even within your store, your online, creating graphics online to recognize October 8th as Stop Bullying Day, and how your business supports no bullying campaigns, right? How are you associated with certain organizations that don't deal with bullying, right? So this is really a perfect way to really plan out what you're gonna do with your business, okay? Because there's so many ways to connect with your audience, connect with your customers by doing this. How will you recognize October 5th as National Do Something Nice Day through your business? Even like I said, if it's a graphic post, if it's a flyer that you have out there, even if it's an online purchase, if you purchase today on October the 5th, you will be able to have 15% off for National Do Something Nice Day, right? There are different things that you can implement into that. For instance, I went to Lane Bryant recently, and after shopping, while checking out, they gave you a bottle of water and a snack, like a snack little bag of chips. Haven't seen them do that before, but what a cute little way to implement something like National Do Something Nice Day, right? Oh, and let's say around October the 6th being Plus Size Appreciation. I think that this would be an amazing way for businesses to definitely get involved with the community that is oftentimes overlooked, right? A lot of times they're overlooked and underserved. So yes, this is a way that you can complement the plus size community, not saying plus size appreciation, but letting that you appreciate people as they are, who they are, how they, whatever their shape is, we love you, something. You need some help on that, let me know, because the wording right here, so we can definitely play around with that. Right, so I think one thing that I know that I definitely would love to do, and I'm going to go back to the last week of September versus going to the first week of October, because there's some things that I still have outstanding for September that really need to get done, and that needs to happen, right? Uh-oh, what happened to my screen? Okay, there it is. All right, so let's go. So today is the 28th, right? So today there are a few things that I have to do. I didn't plan for this, and this is why I'm writing it down. Because this is brain dump part 1. So you're gonna write that down on your calendar. I need to write that down. This is part 1, and I need to write down my session is coming up later. When I log off of here, I have to go to the Hope Circle session. Let me go back into October because now my mind is triggered about the Hope Circle. So now I need to go back down to, I believe, the 12th, and this is the last Hope Circle session. This is the last session. All right. All right, so this week is going to be really awkward, really different because there are a lot of things that I need to get done with Keon Works. And like I said, I wanted to do this with you all because not just do I need it, but I'm pretty sure that other people need it as well, right? And so let's go ahead and look at Monday. And Tuesday for me are pretty open. But what I need to do, because also my ministry class is picking back up on October the 9th. And there are a few things because when the ministry class starts, it usually takes up a lot of my day. This is why you need to do it 2 weeks in advance. For some people, you may need to do 4 weeks. I'm only doing 2 weeks right now. Too many weeks overwhelms me. I'm just going to be honest. And I must say that not clinically diagnosed, but I am definitely ADHD. I have all of the signs, all of the signs of ADHD, just never been tested. Totally ADHD, okay? And this kind of works for me, and I had gotten off track for a while, and when I get off track, I do realize how scattered I become. And so I definitely, this is very intentional, right? Like I started out this morning, earlier the video saying. So ministry class will start back on the 9th. So that means this week, I really have to be very intentional with starting to read for my class that starts on the 9th. So since Monday and Tuesday, are pretty clear, what I think I'm going to do is, I think it would work best if, no. Let me leave Monday open. See, this is why I tell you to go 2 weeks out. Let me leave Monday open and go start on Tuesday and Wednesday. Because, of course, working a 9 to 5, if you have a 9 to 5, and you have a business, and you have a lot of community engagement and involvement, these are the things that you have to think about, right? So let me leave Monday open because I'm pretty sure when I get to work tomorrow, something may come up that may throw a monkey wrench in my plans. But if I can start, I'm gonna start session 1 for next week on Tuesday. And I'm gonna also do that on Wednesday. So I'm gonna say 2 hours. I'm gonna say 2 hours on Wednesday. Thursday. Actually, I can actually do 2 hours on Thursday too. Friday, I need to check out the weather because I'm not sure if you all have seen that I've been doing like lives. I've been doing these lives out in the community and recording motivational messages for you. And so my goal is to go out there on next Saturday, on Vodka Day and Golf Lovers Day. And actually what I may do, since it's Golf Lovers Day, Keon Works is about building community and bridging some gaps. Maybe on that one. Maybe what I can also put on my schedule for Monday is I need to reach out to the Beach Tree Golf Club, golf, and to Lake Arbor. With a proposal. Okay, so that can happen tomorrow because I know I'll have enough time to create that, right? So what can you do tomorrow that you'll be able to create something for your business next week, this week, further down the line, right? Let's see, and because that is due, that is Friday. Nope, that's Saturday. So I'm going to add that on to Saturday as well. And even if, let's say like that is not able to happen, at least now I have it on my calendar to maybe do a session and or a graphic to acknowledge, the golfers, the folks that love golfing. And if I can, maybe I should, well, I don't know, to put that as on Monday. So I'm gonna write it because I'll forget. Totally. For Saturday. And since I put that down there, as we know that there are many different ways that we can work this social media. So create the graphic here. But I also can we can do with a lot of the things that we need to do in business, we can schedule them, right? So schedule the graphic. Don't hold on to it after create it and then wait until that day. And the day end up passing and it's never been posted. So I need to schedule the graphic. Y'all, when I've done this and really stayed zeroed in on my next 2 weeks, it's definitely been a game changer for me. And the fact that I stopped doing it, slacked off for a couple of months, is not good. And so that's why I'm back doing this because, sometimes you have to be an example of what you're doing. And I want to be intentional when I come to you. I want to be transparent when I come to you, to let you know that, we're all going through it and life is lifing. But what I'm noticing is when we get off track, as you all know, everything gets off track, right? Everything, business, your focus, your finances, everything kind of gets crazy. So that's why we're doing this. All right, we only have like 15 minutes left. What's 104? Yeah. I'm going to stop about 1:15, maybe 1:20 because I have to get to the session that I was telling you about. All right, so that'll be for Monday. Let me see. I've already put so let me write down on my things to do brain dump, and that's on the opposite side of the calendar. And you'll just put session, homework, ministry class. And I do it in several different spaces because I'm a scatterbrain. Because I told you, I really have ADHD. It is totally just not diagnosed. So me putting it in different places will make me have to see it. Session, ministry, and also scheduling social media posts. All right. October, as you know, is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And so, of course, I'll be recognizing that throughout the month. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And let me put down here National Calendar Day graphics. All right, now on Thursday, my goal for Thursday and Friday are to really start to narrow in on my coloring books. So for those of you that know, I do have adult coloring books. They are coming. Let me see how I bought them. Working on printing them myself now because, yeah, long story. But this is one that I'm working on now, and this is one of my designs. I'm working on this one now. You see? I'm working on this one now. And of course, what I'm gonna do when I go out to places, this will be in a protected covering over it so that people can see the actual page colored. My goal is to work on this one as well. It'll be unique. And this one. Oh wow, wait a minute, I've got to do both of these. Yeah, I've got to do both of these. So then I have this one and this one. So I want these to be done before the last Hope Circle session. And so I've got to get these done like literally this week. But because it's something I love to do, it's not a challenge and I don't have to schedule it because I'm gonna do this anyway. Normally before I go to bed, I do a couple colors, a couple of boxes. So, and this one doesn't have a lot more to go. I probably do this one today. Yeah. All right. So yes, you'll be able to see more with the adult coloring book coming soon, okay? And here's some more pages. Ooh, some people are like, why are they so much? Do we have anything that's a lot easier? I do have a lot of easier pages that you can do. I do have, I call them easy. I call them beginner, intermediate, and well, I need to leave it at intermediate. Beginner and intermediate, yeah. So this is one of the keeping each other motivated pages. And this one. And so I'm gonna put these in sleeves as they're completed so that when I'll be out at vending events and things like that, you'll be able to see them, right, when they're colored. So that's a few of those. So, oh, I forgot about that one. Ooh, I like that. Okay. It's crazy how certain things make you excited, right? And this is one of those things that really make me happy. So I've got to get some of those done. Uh-oh. So I need to get my coloring pages done. Saturday, I need to go to do the golfers, the Lake Army golfers. But also on Saturday, actually on Saturday and or Sunday, I need to pick up binding materials for a book. Hey dude, the dog must have anxiety, excuse me. Stop, don't do that. All right, okay, so far, let's go over what you've written down and see what you have here. I totally already have a pretty busy, and that's not including what I already had down here. Yeah. Because on this Thursday, I also have another online speaking session that evening. but it's okay. That'll work out. All right, so next week is done. This week, should I say, is done. The following week, I'm actually gonna do something nice. I'm gonna create that post on Monday. I'm gonna create all of my graphics on Monday. Remember, graphic design is not an issue for me. As a matter of fact, as long as it's creative, it's a no-brainer. It's done. So I'm gonna do all of my graphics for the next 2 weeks on tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I can get through all the ones I'm gonna create, because all of them I'm not gonna create. But I will do some of them, and I can pretty much get that done tomorrow. And if not, I will still have time on Friday, because Friday is pretty open, and I want to be intentional with not having something crammed on every day. What I've noticed is when I overwhelm myself and put a lot of stuff to do on a day, instead of doing anything, I'll just shut down completely, and I won't do anything. And that doesn't help, but that is definitely a trait of ADHD. I'd rather just not touch it than to have another thing to do. So I try to be intentional with giving myself a day where I really don't have to do anything, because, yeah, that's just how my brain works. And also knowing that if I have a little extra time on a certain day, I'll just do it then, right? But I have to end, and I'm a what they call I'm a goal-oriented person. So if I set the goal that things have to be done by like Saturday, 9 times out of 10, if it ain't involving money, I said that. Yes, I did. I put it on out there. 9 times out of 10, especially with something like this, getting your graphics together, making sure that anything that I want to do regarding Keon Works, scheduling for my coloring pages to be done, making sure that I start my session for the ministry class I'm in, creating all of my graphics, and rescheduling. All right, I'll spell that out right. Scheduling part 2 of the brain dump. Okay. Now, part 2 of the brain dump works in a few different ways. All right. It's going to work in when, let's say you have a big project to do. Right now, I'm working on scheduling and organizing an event for a nonprofit organization called the New Royal Family. As you can see, I've changed my ticker down at the bottom. I have to reschedule, I have to schedule the next meeting with them. So that's a much larger project that is broken down into 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. I know it needs to happen in 3 months, and actually we're already 2 months in, and the part that I was supposed to do is actually honestly done, but I need the organization to now follow through on some of the things they have to do. But I'm going to put this reminder here from that New Royal Family. And I need to schedule Zoom meeting for updates. I also need to reach out to the venue, because there's some things I need from the venue for that scheduled Zoom. So venue is going to go under there. That's what we're going to talk about. And I need to confirm everything with Chef Bree, who will be doing that. So you want to write those kinds of things. Get them out of your head and actually down on the paper. So I need to reach out to Chef Bree. I also want to look into possible entertainment, okay, for the dinner. And I think that's it. I'm just trying to think of anything else I need to get out of my head. I put down picking up, yep, the binding material. I have that. I have the graphics. I have scheduling. I believe that's it. And so that's how scheduling out your next 2 weeks works, right? You grab your favorite planner, you grab your favorite book, and go for it. Now, a lot of times what I'll do also, if I'm writing in a spiral book, or if I'm writing, I don't even have one sitting here. If I'm writing in a spiral book, a lot of times what I'll do is, because I like colors, it's creepy, right? But I love colors. So I like these little tabs that you can put on pages, almost like a, I'll just add one here. I don't usually use them in my planner, but I can take it off. Because your planner already has tabs, right? Okay. So then I take that off of here. I will put that on this page. And let's say that this page was all around, domestic violence, right? Because the color is purple. Then I would know automatically by seeing this page that this page is for domestic violence. And that's where all my notes are. I didn't even realize this book had this. I need to write here. Just like you said, I need to, instead of putting the task over here, I can put them here. Yes. All right, so of course there's many different tabs in this book, pages. So I can actually move some of that stuff off of the calendar and now put it under the to-do, the priorities for the week, the appointments, meetings, and events, notes, and best parts of the week. So if you don't have one of those, types of calendars or organizers, do it. Hey, dude, come here. Don't do that. Come here. Come here. I told y'all I have the puppy, right? Sometimes it'll help, right? And actually, let me write that down because Dale did say something about response videos. I may not be able to get to that this week, but this is something I don't want to lose track of, because eventually, as soon as I get tech savvy enough, y'all, I would love to start responding to some of these videos that are online. Why does it look like? Some of the videos, you see stories and reels sometimes, and you're like, and people respond to them. I would love to do that. Okay, I love to run my mouth anyway. All I need is a reason. Hello? So I really want to start responding to some of these videos that are created, whether they're funny, serious, politics, family fun, business, whatever, right? I can comment if I have a comment. I can say something, and so can you. But yeah, that's what I need to do. So I put down here so that I don't lose sight of that. I put down response videos because I'm quick to get involved in something else and start doing something else and totally forgetting what I want to do, right? So yeah, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I did this with you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, there will be a part 2 coming for the brain dump. And in the meantime, reach out to me. If there's anything you have, any questions you have, especially around your business, how to, bring in a different perspective, to bring in maybe some new ideas, to be creative, that's me. Okay? So don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can always do that, and you will find that it will also help relieve you of sometimes not being able to figure some things out and get stuck in being creative in your business. Maybe there's some things that I can really help with to allow you an opportunity to reach your audience in a different way. Okay? Like you heard me share earlier, I'm also live on the Fanbase app. The Fanbase app is an app that has really all of the many social media platforms that we're on. They have different verticals is what they call them. So you have a area where you can post, you can have social audio, you can have live video in your social audio. That's what I'm actually doing now. I'm going to check out Chatter a little bit more. There's also a social audio app called Chatter. But this one here on Fanbase, you can have a timeline with your post on it. You can have, like I said, the watch party within the social audio space. You can upload your YouTube videos, and you can have everything behind a paid wall. So it has a lot of potential to go in a lot of different places. So if you're really interested in following me more in different platforms and different ways to conversate with me, you can definitely find me over there. And you can find me more here on my YouTube channel. I'll continue to bring you different ways of conversating and highlighting self-care, yourself, creativity within yourself, and for your business. So, again, I'm your girl, Sherry Cook, with Keon Works, which stands for Keeping Each Other Motivated Works. I believe that encouraging you to be honest all day long, every day encourages me. So I want all of us to bring the world the best of us and not what's left of us. And so this here, me doing this, is literally me bringing you the best of me, because it's absolutely everything that I want to do is to keep you encouraged and keep you motivated. And doing this actually keeps me encouraged and motivated, because life be lifing, y'all. Okay? Let's just be honest. Life be lifing. Okay? And so I guess I will chat and catch up with you all soon. This has been so much fun. And before I end, let me go ahead and give us a quick shout out. This is Simple Motivation and Conversation with your girl on Keon Works TV. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, comment, leave a comment. What did you get from today's session? If you have any questions, make sure you comment below, okay? Make sure that you go to IG and subscribe to Keon Works. You can usually find me on all platforms as Keon Works, which stands for what? Y'all should know that by now. Okay, I'm not even going to say it again because you should already know. All right, and then sponsored by my favorite, of course, Lo J Productions. Shout out to them for and at Mignon Pinson, who is always doing amazing things. Her and her daughter Maya Pinson, brilliant talent. When I tell you they are walking in purpose, they are walking and talking in purpose. So thank you to Lo J Productions for always believing in me, supporting Keon Works vision and the channel. Thank you so much. Also to my Sisters for Sisters Network, which I'm affiliated with, and I'm actually going out to their event today. So I've got to get off of here. And to my new royal family, much love. I'm looking forward to all that we have that's coming towards the end of the year, and planning, oh my gosh, for the May fundraiser. And definitely a shout out to my Bay Beautiful and Empowered Women's Group. We had a modeling session that we did yesterday with the RESA, R-E-S-A organization that gives out scholarships to children. And they totally deserved it. You understand me? It was an amazing event. I may post something like a story reel just a little bit in a little while. But yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate you. But for sticking in there, for brain dump Sunday. I appreciate y'all, okay? I hope that you got something from this. I hope that this works for you. I hope that everything that was shared is something that you can really apply to you and your business as you're growing, okay? And even when you have a setback, the planning is still good because you then know that even though it's already written down, right, that it's already written down, you can go back and reference it even when life be life. Okay, you'll at least have it written down so that you can continue to move forward. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. Okay, I'm looking forward to coming back here. I'm really enjoying this, and yeah. All right, shout out to my fan base group that may be over there. I can't see the screen over there, but I appreciate y'all. And if there are any questions in the chat, I'll be over there with you all shortly. But I've got to go ahead and end this live, y'all. Okay, I got to end it because I've got to get out of here. Okay, bye.